Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're back out at Eel Lake. We were here about a month and a half ago. We caught a lot of small ones, but this lake has more to offer than that. I need to give it its dues. So we'll go out here. We got the kayak rigged up. We'll go out here, try to find them, have some fun, and see you out on the water. Let's go out there and smack them. We're gonna throw that Kayak jig around with that double tail grub, and we'll see if we can pick one off by this tree. Oh, I had one on there. Damn. Another shotgun bite. I don't know if that's perch. Well, it's not perch, but it is those Eel Lake dinks in my last video I was talking about. About a 6-incher maybe. Still a fun bite, but it's, let's get those big ones. I mean, I'm throwing a jig. Jig is known for the good bites, but it hasn't been for me this last few times on this lake. I usually throw 12-pound fluoro with all my jigs. Yeah, I like 12-pound fluoro. I know a lot of people are like 15, 17, probably should go no less than that, but 12 pounds has been my thing. But I wanted to experiment, so right now I'm throwing 30-pound braid with a 12-pound leader. I'm gonna check that out. If I snap one off, I might switch to a 15-pound leader. But I just wanted a little more sensitivity, especially being this time of year. They might pick it up gently. I wanted to have that little extra cheat code to give me the information. So I went with braid. It's a lot more sensitive than fluoro. I'm gonna see if I like it. We're gonna try it out today. We'll see if it works out for me. I know it works, but see if it works out for me. We're gonna loop around this tree, hit the other side, kind of in that same direction I was hitting this side. And then if that fails, we'll move on. Right here is 40 feet of water, and we're only about 30 feet off the shoreline. So it drops off fairly quick. But it is showing some bait fish or trout or something right here. Could be bass. I just ain't detailed enough. Got another one on that Kayak jig. I actually felt him on slack line, so this braid is very sensitive. I felt him hit it on slack line. I was just letting it drop. But he's about 10 inches, 10, 11 inches. Dang it. There's some structure right here. Look, pieces of this tree. Well, I just blew this spot up. Oh, well, it is what it is. Oh, of course it came off. Yeah, these hooks give out fairly easy. That's the one gripe I have about these Kayak jigs. The hooks bend fairly easy, but they are a finesse jig. You expect that. They're a lighter wire hook. But they also break very easy, so you get snagged and it pops off, check your point. Make sure it's there. Best jig on the market, hands down. They could upgrade the hooks a little bit. Man, there should be one here. These overhanging trees usually hold them. Don't know. We'll see if we get up under there deep. Not good. Not good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Good one for here. Let some line out, guy. All right, here we go. Top of the mouth. Beautiful. We'll get his measures. He was 15. Pretty fun. We'll get our best 5 and we'll see what we can come up at the end of the day. That's a 15-incher. What am I doing? Look what's here. He ripped up my trailer. Damn him. All right, we're rigged back up. Yeah, those overhanging trees, there's usually fish under there. You just got to find out what they want, and he wanted a jig. Starting to rain. No. Well, it started raining hard on us. I was gonna head back to the ramp and load up my GoPro so it didn't get super soaked, and it just stopped, which will probably do that today a few times. Just how the Oregon rain is. It's heavy, and then it'll just shut off and come back. But yeah, we'll just keep fishing, and the next time it rains, if it's a little bit too heavy, we're just gonna hit the ramp, which is just about 200 yards from me. But we'll just stay local. weird. I was getting stuck on a tree branch down there, and I just popped it up and started reeling up, and he grabbed it on the way up. It felt so weird. But he's about 11 and a half. I don't think he's 12. We'll check. No, he's 11 and 3/4. Just under 12. I couldn't get his tail to touch the line. Why do I keep doing that? Another Eel Lake Giant. That one might go 5.5, 6. Oh, he took a piece of my tail. Darn it. Darn it. Alright, it hit bottom. Oh, damn, he was way out there. Keeps digging in the grass. He'll feel light, then he'll get heavy. He's a decent one. Probably 13 incher. Kayak jig, top of the mouth. Let's get his measures. He went for 13 and a half, not a bad one. He was out deep. Yeah, there's a point here that tapers out to about 50 foot of water. I'm sitting at 14 now. I was in 20 something foot, but yeah, he was out way deep, probably 40 foot of water. Some more rain's coming. We're gonna finish this cast. I'm gonna head to the ramp. This one looks a little darker clouds, so it's gonna be a while. All right, we had a little rain delay. We had to get off the water. It started raining a little too hard. I didn't feel too comfortable. It was kind of cold too. So we're gonna get back on the kayak and go pick up where we left off. I'll see you out on the water. Roll back to it. Let's go. It's turning out to be nice again. Left my monster. Oh. Way out there. Oh, it keeps getting tangled in grass. Stay out. I think we got him out. He got some grass with him. See how that's green? If you can find the green grass, it's usually where they're sitting. Some nice bass. $16.25 inches, 16 1/4. That was fun. Fun. He was quite a ways out there, so I'm gonna push out and try to get a little deeper. I've been thinking 15 to 20, but it's probably gonna be 25 to 30 foot where they're sitting. We'll try a little deeper. He came off a little deeper. That's number 3. We need 2 more. Actually, these are really nice fish for this lake. That was a really big fish for this lake. I haven't caught anything that's more, I think 17.5 is my biggest out of this lake. Batman. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, never mind. He was wrapped up in a tree. He felt heavy. Oh, he'll be 12 though. Kayak jig again. We'll see if he hits 12. He was 13.25, and he was feisty. All right, we're back. My GoPro died. I didn't have my battery extension on, so I had to climb out and turn it on. Back to it. While the battery was dead, I didn't realize it, but I was tying up a Cinco. I was going to Texas rig a Cinco, pegged with the weight. We're going to fish right here where we caught that 16-incher. And if nothing here, we're going to bounce onto a few more spots and see what we can do. Come out of the grass, he's buried in. Woo. He buried himself in that grass. He felt like a 10-pounder. He hit the Cinco. It's probably a 14, 15-incher. Oh. We went for 14.75, so 14.75. That's our 5th one. We'll try to cull out those small 13s and see what we come up with at the end of the day. All right, we made it to another spot. We're gonna throw the jig around, the trusty old jig. We'll see what we can do. Got one on the jig out there deep. They're in 20 to 30 foot of water, I've noticed. About another 11 and a half, 12 incher. We need to cull out a 13 and a quarter, I believe, so we're not even gonna measure that guy. He was barely maybe 12 on a good day. Oh, they're out there. Another 10, 11 incher. We may have to weed out the little guys, but we'll find a bigger one. That's 2 casts in a row. And the wind is picking up, so hopefully I can stay on this spot. Well, the rain's coming in, so that'll probably do it for this trip. We were able to get our 5 keepers. We got a solid bag for this lake. The jig, we just threw the jig around, had some fun. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.